So today, I want to take you guys with me on a special journey and what I've been doing, because I've been working a lot on my YouTube channel, trying to take it on a different angle, and it's just been crazy because my work schedule keeps changing constantly, and time management is one of the key things that we lose track of. And I feel like time management is important, and figuring out how to balance time management, it can be very difficult because A, you gotta be a mom, B, you're either you're a wife or daughter or whatever maybe you may be, and you have to still go to work, you still have your life outside of YouTube, and it's hard. So today we're going to be cooking some ribs, and I want to show you guys how I marinate them, I guess, because I just want to bring you guys in the kitchen with me today, figure out this whole new tasty rub that my friend sent me. She said it's really tasty and yummy and delicious, you know, so I like learning how to cook. So this is brown sugar. I'm probably gonna put about, this is a tablespoon, so about two and a half, like a tablespoon and a half. Then we're gonna add some onion, some paprika, some cumin, some thyme. I don't know if you guys can see it. It kind of gets kind of blurry. Trying to figure out how to get it not so blurry. Garlic powder. Rosemary. I love rosemary. Cayenne pepper. Some of my favorite seasoning, all-purpose seasoning, and we'll see how it goes. So if a lot of people don't like it too spicy, my family, it can't do too much spice, like especially my son, but he loves ribs, and his birthday was yesterday. So every year I take off a week from work on vacation for him, and I make his favorite dishes all week. So today we're gonna do ribs because that's one of his favorites. And he is not very Hispanic on this side because he doesn't really like too much of my Mexican side that's spicy, and technically I can't eat spicy food either anymore because of my stomach. So I'll just do about 1 teaspoon cayenne pepper. One teaspoon of cumin, garlic powder. You can put a little, as much as you want, but since we're doing measurements, might as well just even it out. Whoops. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. We'll add 2 just for good luck. And then we had that was onion powder, sorry. Garlic powder's right here, that was onion powder. Two tablespoons of milk. Usually what I like to do is put it on the lid. And I like to add it to where it covers just about the whole thing before it gets to the top. And add a little more for finesse. And I do about the same with this one. So until it about covers that. this one, I don't like to add too much, about that much, about a pinch. I mean, I love spicy food, but I gotta watch out for my loved ones. I can't have it. But I eat so much spicy food, I ruined my stomach. So it's kind of like, and 1 tablespoon of all the seasoning, your favorite seasoning. We'll do a half. And mix it all together. I think what gives that great flavor is that brown sugar that you wouldn't expect. It's sweet, but with the other type of flavors in combination, it gives it a better, I don't know, a better taste to it, I think, in my opinion. Now, what is your guys' favorite dish to cook? Because normally, I don't really cook as much because I don't really have time. But this year, I made it one of my goals to start cooking again, even if time management again, even if I have to go to work late or early. I make it one of my priorities because I used to just leave them like simple, like burritos or like Hot Pockets, or like I would get like these rice bowls and stuff like that. So if you guys have any recipes or any rib recipes you guys would like to share, I got these from work. They're boneless country style ribs. They weren't too expensive when I got 2 of these. It's just 3 of us, so it's like, but my son is 14. He eats like a big boy. So I bought 2 packs, just in case. And so what I like to do is just marinate and incorporate all the flavors. Sure there's no lumps in here, because sometimes the brown sugar can be very lumpy. So, and that way I could evenly coat everything. And what is your guys' favorite thing to cook? Mine used to be like fish and chicken. Now I like actually learning how to cook like steaks, learning how to cook ribs. I do have chefs in my family, but I never get to see them because they live in New York. And one of my uncles gave me a really cool tip. He's like, when you're cooking your steak, he goes, and you want to do medium rare, you don't want to go medium well done, because a lot of people like their steak medium rare. How do you like your steak? I like mine like, because I don't know, I grew up eating steak like carne asada, but my mother doesn't like her steak being anything to do with red. Every time she sees red, she thinks it's like alive. So she's like, no. So she likes hers like almost burnt. And that's the way we used to have our carne asadas, like completely crispy to the touch, to where it was almost burnt, but it wasn't burnt, but it had great flavor. So when we started, my uncle came over, because my grandmother had passed away. He made us this steak, and it was like different from carne asada. I thought he was gonna make us, you know, Mexican style steak like carne asada, just flat. But no, he made me a really delicious grilled steak, but it was still pink in the middle, and it still had a little bit of blood like gooing down, and the flavors were amazing. And I was like, we can't eat this. My mom would literally puke if she seen this. He was laughing, and he's like, this is how you do steak. It's medium rare. I was like, not raw, but medium rare. Some people like theirs rare, but it's better to do medium rare. It's always what people like the best. So let me know in the comments down below what you like, because honestly, I like mine well done and medium rare. They're both delicious to me, but if I had a preference, I would probably do medium rare, because it is juicier and it is more flavorful when it doesn't lose a lot of that juice when it's done more, I guess. So yeah, that's something I learned. So We got to get these bad boys out. And what I'm gonna do is damp them with a paper towel, and I'll be right back. A little trick I also learned from my brother is, and I've been seeing this a lot on TV because I constantly watch cooking channels. Like, my favorite show is MasterChef Junior. I mean, come on, those kids can cook better than me. And I'm just like, wow, and they're only 8, 9, 12-year-old. But one of the ingredients that they say helps bind the flavors is mustard. So I'm gonna put some mustard on there, and we're gonna just do really thin, small slices in the center, just like that, so that way when you cut them, the flavor soaks in. So I cut them down like this so the flavor also gets in there and it soaks and it cooks quickly and evenly. So, but I'm gonna leave these overnight for tomorrow, and I'll make these tomorrow, because today apparently my husband's best friend is throwing my son a surprise birthday party. Since it is summer and it is July and his birthday is in a couple days as well, so they decided, hey, might as well just join the two together. How sweet. So now it is time to marinate these bad boys. So generous amount. Don't be afraid. Some people say, ooh, you put too much mustard. It's gonna taste nothing like mustard. Nah, don't be afraid. Put a good generous amount. And if you feel like you put too much, you can always grab a paper towel and wipe some off. Now that we got our mustard, now we're gonna do our seasoning. That looks like this. This is all our seasoning. And put a generously good amount. Now we're gonna do the other side. So this is it, guys. This is my finishing touch. And now what I do is I put them in tin foil, wrap them up, and then leave them in a Ziploc so they can get marinated overnight. And then I'll make them tomorrow. So here I have them in tin foil. Now I'm just going to wrap them up. And this is my finished product. And I did add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil because we're probably going to cook them in this too. And there you guys have it. I hope you guys enjoy. If you guys want to add more recipes, go ahead, send them down below on my link, on my comment. And you guys can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and, well, not Twitter, Instagram. I'd love to follow you guys, have you follow me there, and on TikTok. And this is my finishing product. And I made my own sauce using the same condiments. So it's my own barbecue sauce. My husband said it was delicious, and that's the end results. Yum.